What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Harrison, and we're talking about Suicide Squad today, the Kill the Justice League. And I, I don't want a game to be bad. I never want a game to be bad. Of course, I don't think really anybody does, unless you're just a loser Twitter warrior that that argues about a piece of plastic on the internet. I don't think anybody ever wants to for a game to be bad or do poorly because jobs are on the line. I mean, if in this day and age, I mean, games cost so much money that if one game does poorly, that can lead to a studio shutting down or massive layoffs. I mean, we just hit a January and we have so many layoffs in the game industry. It's crazy, but it, this game has made me it's bummed me out a little bit. I have no plans on playing this at all. Maybe if it goes on like some sort of massive price drop or sale or something like that, which I got a feeling that it might. But we don't know what the sales figures looks like for this. But yeah, the Suicide Squad just does not look good. And to be fair, it didn't look great when it first got revealed. I think the first initial trailer was kind of cool, but then we found out that it was like a, co-op looter shooter, and then they had the first previews, a while ago, and like all the enemies were like purple, and it just looked like a very generic looter shooter, and it seems to be the case, unfortunately. So let's talk about it, and yeah, it bums me out. Hope you guys like the aesthetic. I'm recording at night, which I usually don't do. Having a little drinky poo, a little rum and coke. So if you guys are watching this and it's late at night, cheers. But yeah, let's dive into it real quick. So we're over here on Metacritic, and right now it's got a 63, which in this day and age is pretty darn bad. I mean, it's just extremely mediocre. And it's a damn shame because Rocksteady used to be. I mean, those first three, really all four of the Batman Arkham games were incredible. Yeah, Arkham Knight wasn't as good as the first two, and I think Arkham City was just a masterpiece. And I loved Arkham Asylum as well. Arkham Asylum was a great Metroidvania type game. And Arkham City had those vibes as well, but one was especially Metroidvania like, and that's it's one of my favorite genres of all time. So yeah, 63. It's pretty bad. And it's we kind of knew it was coming, right, with all the previews and how people were talking about it. I wanted to read one. Yeah, here we go from games.cz. I don't know who these people are, but they gave it a 50. Yeah, I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit so you guys can read. But beneath the entertaining action and well-performed characters lies an average looter shooter in which you repeat about five activities endlessly. That sounds extremely boring. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League could have worked as a short action spinoff of the Arkham series. However, as a game you return to regularly, it completely falls short. So, again, I've seen kind of most of the story and most of the cutscenes and all the deaths of the Justice League through like TikTok. It's all over there. Obviously, a lot of people are pretty upset about spoilers. I mean, it's in the title of the game, but Batman dying, and they felt like they did Kevin Conroy dirty on his last performance, which he's put in. I mean, he's put in incredible work, and yeah, it kind of sucks that this is his last um performance as Batman, but I think it's fine. I think we have so much to look past, look back on, and people always do that with music as well. It's like a band, your favorite band puts out like a kind of a mediocre album, or maybe something you just don't care for. You still have all that other stuff to listen to, right? So you can do the same thing with games and performances and the TV show and stuff. So I don't think it's the end of the world, but it still sucks, right? Let's see. Here is Area Jug ones. I don't know who these people are either. Is this the same Rocksteady that once made the iconic Batman Arkham games? Honestly, I'm not really sure anymore. The game falling short in almost every conceivable aspect. The only way to actually recommend it is if you manage to buy it at a much lower price tag than one from the original release. Yeah, I'm sure it's $70, $100 if you got it early. Yeah, just a overall just huge bummer. Again, it never. I thought it never showed well. But the fact that Rocksteady spent 8 years on this game is mind-boggling. I don't know if they went to Warner Brothers and they presented them this idea of taking on a Suicide Squad story, and Warner Brothers was like, great, but you gotta make it you gotta make it a looter shooter or a live service game. 'Cause I mean, 8 years ago, what Destiny 1 was that just starting up? I can't quite remember. So like live service games weren't like a huge thing. At some point in development, this thing turned into a live service game, and it definitely shows. I don't know what the end game content is. Um, they announced Joker that you can get for free, which apparently there's got to be some sort of alternate universe he's coming from because he died in City, I think. So um yeah, I again, it's just a bummer. I really hope that this is the last. Live service games aren't going to necessarily die, I don't think, because there's still stuff like Destiny, which I heard it's kind of fallen off a little bit. It's not doing nearly as well as it did before, but I hope this marks the end of like single player games with live action stuff around it. There's Avengers. Underneath Avengers was a pretty decent campaign. If they would have gotten like rid of all the live service stuff, the kind of the co-op stuff, like I can't remember what they call it, but it was you would set up your squad and then you would jump in. Like it just was so unnecessary, and I thought the actual campaign portion was pretty decent. And I ended up catching that game on sale for like $20. So that's if I ever play this game, it'll it'll be on. I'll get it on sale for very cheap. But it's a shame this is part of the Arkhamverse, and this is not the same Rocksteady that we once knew and loved. I mean, the owners, the creators of the studio have actually founded a new studio. So maybe we'll get something from them that's similar to Arkham, the Arkham universe. It's probably not going to be a Batman game or any sort of IP like that, but maybe we'll get something really cool. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Have you guys played this game? I'm sure people have it and they probably love it. I mean, not every some game, even bad games or games that's not for you, a lot of other people love. So I mean, I like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Like that game didn't review super well, but I love that game. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Again, if you played it, please let me know how if you enjoy it or not. Or if you maybe want to play it, but like me, wait on a sale. So hope you guys enjoy this video of me kind of just rambling about this game and how much of a bummer it is. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Consider subscribing to the channel. I'll let YouTube algorithm pick one of my videos below for you guys to watch. Give it a click, and I hope you enjoy, and I will see you in the next video.